Welcome and thanks for joining me. Tonight I'm going to start making the faceplate clamps for my Cowells faceplate that I'm going to use in my lathe. I'm going to do away with the Watchmaker's faceplate for now. One thing that I've realized having like a small watchmaker's lathe is that a lot of cutting tools such as end mills can't easily be adapted into the lathe. My machine takes 8mm collets. The maximum diameter with a through hole is 5mm, so anything above that only really has a short throat. Conventional end mills just have too much, they're just hanging out too much from the collet. Having a 3-year-old, I've come to realize that 99% of the time, the thoughts in my brain is exactly that of a 3-year-old, and 3-year-olds aren't very good at planning that far ahead. In saying that, what that usually forces me to do is try to come up with ways to achieve my end goal with what I have available to me. Sometimes that's good, sometimes it just means that things take long and a lot of mistakes happen along the way. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you realize that's exactly what happens. So I'm going to start making the nuts that will sit in these slots and flange out the back. The clamp will clamp down and I'm going to use these screws that will screw into the nut and hold it in place. So I'm getting a lot of questions about, what's my end goal here? What am I trying to achieve with this, with the parts that I've made, and in the very first vlog, I said that I wanted to become an independent watchmaker. So I know it's a bit vague, but basically that means that I want to make watches that people will buy. So that means having a watch brand, and that's exactly what I'm working towards to do. What is the brand name? I don't know. Am I going to make watches with the 6498 movement? Yes, initially what I'm planning to do is to make a first watch which is going to be based on the 6498 movement, and this watch will have a lot of different series within it. So the first series will be exactly what I've just made, and I'm going to make the case, I'm going to make the dial, and I'm going to make the hands. I'm going to make 12 of these watches. Hopefully the watch looks good and there are people out there who would like to purchase these, and then with those funds I can invest in some more machinery and then start making more parts, maybe adding certain features to the watch, and develop many more skills that I'm going to need before I start making my own watches of my own design. And that is really where I'm heading. I know it's going to take a long time. that's one done, and now there's just 5 to go. So I think that's all I can get through tonight in the workshop. Over the weekend, I'll try and sneak in a few hours here and there to try to finish off the rest of them. Once they're done, I'm going to start working on the finger clamp that will hold the workpiece down onto the faceplate. I look forward to seeing you in the next